Good morning. Welcome back with the MQL Suite Morning Market Report. Margin traded investment carries considerable economic risks, and whoever carries it out under his or her sole responsibility. Therefore, the oath of this teaching session assumes no responsibility for any direct or indirect damages in relation to investment decisions taken by the listener. Today is Monday, 29th July. Asian exchanges are falling. The US delegation will arrive in Shanghai in the next few days to resume commercial talks, but investors do not expect a solution to the dispute, as the two countries have remained in dead positions until now. In Japan, profit-taking is pending, awaiting the important monetary policy decision by the central bank. In fact, the two-day meeting began, during which the Bank of Japan will examine the downside risks for overseas economies, in particular the US-China trade war and growing tensions in the Middle East. The Bank of Japan could revise its basic inflation forecasts for 2019 downward due to the slowdown in inflation linked to lower energy prices. The consensus expects the central bank to maintain its massive stimulus program at least until spring 2020. The ECB on Thursday announced the possibility of a new quantitative easing in September. The Fed should announce a cut in interest rates on Wednesday. If the Bank of Japan did not undertake a monetary easing, the gap in interest rates between Japan and the United States will be reduced, and this will make the yen appreciate. Meanwhile, retail sales in June exceeded expectations, marking a zero change on a monthly basis. On an annual basis, the reading showed an increase of 0.5%. The figure exceeds expectations, but shows a decrease compared to May. In the United Kingdom, the Brexit cabinet appointed by the new Premier Boris Johnson meets for the first time today. The cabinet will meet every day to get a new agreement from Brussels. In the event of a refusal by the European Union to revise the previous agreement, the cabinet will work on the Brexit no deal. It's 10:30. The indices are mixed. The Australian index is earning 0.30%. In Wall Street, the Dow Jones is earning 0.09%. The Nasdaq is earning 0.05%, and the S&P is earning 0.06%. In Europe, the Euro Stoxx 50 is earning 0.06%. The FTSE 100 is earning 0.97%. The CAC 100 is earning 0.02%, the DAX is earning 0.01%, and finally the IBEX is earning 0.17%. Precious metals are strengthened. The gold is appreciating by 0.01% against the American dollar and 0.10% against the euro. The silver is appreciating by 0.10%, the platinum is appreciating by 0.65%, and finally, the palladium strengthens by 0.22%. Crude oil prices are falling. The Brent is losing 0.27%, and the WTI is losing 0.20%. In the forex market, the Australian dollar is mixed. It is losing 0.18% against the Swiss franc, at 0.09% against the yen, and at 0.07% against the American dollar. The euro is mixed. It is losing 0.20% against the Swiss franc, 0.10% against the yen, and 0.08% against the American dollar. On the contrary, Euro GBP is earning 0.30%. The pound weakens. GBPOD is losing 0.30%, GBP CAD is losing 0.26%, GBP CHF is losing 0.48%, GBPN is losing 0.39%, GBP NZD is losing 0.18%, and finally GBP USD is losing 0.36%. The New Zealand dollar weakens too, with NZD yen that is losing 0.14% and NZD USD that is losing 0.11%. Refuge currencies strengthen. The Swiss franc is the strongest currency this morning, with a 1.66% gain on the basket. The Japanese yen strengthens by 0.84%. The American dollar strengthens by 0.52%, and finally the euro strengthens by 0.21%. On the other hand, the Australian dollar loses 0.02%, the Canadian dollar weakens by 0.39%, the New Zealand dollar weakens by 0.45%, and finally the pound is the weakest currency this morning, with a 2.25% loss on the basket. The best performance is recorded by Euro GBP, that is earning 0.31%. On the other hand, the worst performance is recorded by GBP CHF, that is losing 0.51%. That's all for now. If you liked our analysis, please leave a like one. Furthermore, I invite you to register on our channel to stay up to date. Have a nice trading!